Comedy, at its core, can be defined as the art of provoking laughter, often by addressing the absurdities of life in a way that resonates with audiences. It serves as a mirror reflecting society's norms, offering both relief and perspective. In the context of The Secret Recipe, how comedians are designed to make us laugh, understanding the role of comedy is foundational. It sets the stage for dissecting how comedians craft their acts to tickle the funny bone and serve deeper social functions. Comedy's significance lies in its dual ability to entertain and enlighten. On one hand, it serves as a universal language, breaking barriers and fostering connections across diverse cultures. On the other hand, it acts as a vehicle for social commentary, allowing performers to critique societal issues under the guise of humor. This dual role is essential in understanding how comedians captivate and engage their audiences. Take, for instance, the observational humor of Jerry Seinfeld. His ability to find hilarity in mundane, everyday situations not only entertains but also invites audiences to reflect on their daily lives. Similarly, the satire of comedians like John Oliver serves a crucial societal role by spotlighting political and social issues, encouraging audiences to think critically about the world around them. Opinions abound on the importance of comedy as a cultural and social tool. Many argue that in a world rife with tension, comedy offers a therapeutic escape and a sense of unity. Renowned comedian and actor Robin Williams once said, "Comedy can be a cathartic way to deal with personal trauma and discomfort." This sentiment underscores comedy's unique power to heal and bring people together. However, the role of comedy is not without challenges. What one person finds humorous, another might see as offensive. The line between comedy and controversy can be razor thin, sparking debates on issues like censorship and freedom of speech. This delicate balance requires comedians to navigate their material thoughtfully, considering audience sensitivities and cultural contexts. Ultimately, the role of comedy is deeply interconnected with all facets of how comedians make us laugh. It influences content creation, delivery style, and audience engagement, intertwining seamlessly with timing, improvisation, and comedic voice. Understanding its role not only enriches our appreciation for comedians' craft, but also highlights the profound impact comedy has on society at large. The outlined heading, The Secret Recipe, How Comedians Are Designed to Make Us Laugh, hints at the intriguing process behind what makes comedians effective at eliciting laughter. At its core, this concept revolves around the deliberate construction of comedic personas, routines, and delivery methods that are engineered to trigger the comedic response in audiences. A comedian is more than just an individual who tells jokes. They are architects of humor, using timing, intonation, and relatability to build a connection with their audience that culminates in laughter. The significance of this concept lies in its ability to demystify the art and science of comedy. Understanding how comedians are designed to make us laugh offers a window into the universal human experience of joy and the intricate human psychology of humor. It reveals that comedy is both an art form and a craft, involving more than spontaneity, requiring an intuitive grasp of human emotions and reactions. Consider Jerry Seinfeld, whose observational comedy about everyday life intricacies resonates widely because he taps into shared experiences and presents them with a blend of irony and wit. Similarly, the British comedian Ricky Gervais employs irony and shock value, masterfully walking the line of controversy, thus drawing laughter from the unexpected. These examples illustrate how comedians are uniquely equipped to make us laugh by employing their specific styles, best suited to their audience. Supporters of this idea argue that the construction of a comedian's repertoire is akin to the work of any other artist, involving creativity and keen insight into human behavior. Comedians are often praised for their ability to push boundaries and offer commentary on society through humor. making people laugh while promoting deeper reflection. However, the success of this design can come with challenges. Not everyone finds the same things funny, and humor can be very subjective. Moreover, the fine line between humor and offense can lead to controversies, particularly in more challenging socio-political climates where comedians like Gervais face criticism for jokes that some perceive as inappropriate. There is also a perspective that questions whether the design process could potentially stifle comedic authenticity or spontaneity. This concept influences other aspects of the main topic by emphasizing the need for adaptability in a comedian's style to stay relevant, echoing the ever-changing landscape of public tastes and societal norms. It highlights the symbiotic relationship between audience expectations and a comedian's performance style, reinforcing the delicate balance comedians must strike to remain effective and beloved. The evolution of comedy. Historical insights refers to the development and transformation of comedic forms and styles over time, tracing how societal norms, cultural shifts, and technological advancements have shaped the art of making people laugh. From ancient Greek theatre, where comedy was born as a structured art form during festivals honoring Dionysus, to the ribald wordplay of Shakespeare's clowns, and the slapstick antics of silent film stars like Charlie Chaplin, comedy's evolution reveals the ways in which humor adapts to the zeitgeist. This historical perspective is critical to understanding how comedians are crafted to elicit laughter effectively, as it highlights the perpetual interplay between the comedian and their ever-changing audience. The significance of this point within the broader discussion of the secret recipe, how comedians are designed to make us laugh, cannot be overstated. Understanding the historical context from which modern comedy arises provides insight into the mechanisms of humor that resonate most effectively across different eras and cultures. For example, the transition from vaudeville to the golden age of television illustrates how comedians adapted their craft from stage to screen, altering timing and delivery to suit the new medium. Additionally, the emergence of stand-up comedy in the mid-20th century, with pioneers like Lenny Bruce, revolutionized the form by tackling taboo subjects and using personal narrative as a vehicle for humor, thereby reshaping the relationship between comedian and audience. However, the evolution of comedy is not without its challenges. As societal norms shift, what was once considered humorous can become inappropriate or insensitive, a reality that modern comedians frequently grapple with. This is evident in discussions about cancel culture, where jokes from previous decades are re-evaluated under contemporary standards, often leading to controversy. The changing landscape of comedy also poses questions about censorship and the boundaries of free speech, forcing comedians to navigate a complex web of audience sensitivities while staying true to their comedic voice. In essence, the historical trajectory of comedy serves as a foundation upon which current comedic practices are built. In understanding this evolution, we recognize how comedians are not just artists of their time, but also products of a long lineage of trial, error, and adaptation. This insight influences other aspects of the main topic by illuminating the intricate balance between timeless comedic principles and the need for continual innovation to remain relevant in a rapidly changing world. The heading, The Secret Recipe, How Comedians Are Designed to Make Us Laugh, suggests an exploration into the unique abilities and strategies that comedians employ to engage and amuse audiences. At its core, this concept involves understanding the blend of timing, observational skills, relatability, and persona that make comedians effective in their craft. Essentially, comedians act as both performers and social commentators, using their insight to highlight absurdities and truths in an entertaining manner. The significance of this concept lies in its ability to dissect how humor functions, underscoring how comedians not only provide laughter, but also contribute to cultural discourse and societal reflection. A classic example is Richard Pryor, whose comedic genius stemmed from his ability to merge personal stories with broader social commentary. His performances were rich with personal anecdotes that addressed issues like race and identity, transforming potentially uncomfortable subjects into accessible, thought-provoking humor. Another example would be the observational comedy of Jerry Seinfeld, who excels at focusing on the minutiae of everyday life. Seinfeld's humor derives from identifying the trivialities in mundane activities, making the familiar refreshingly humorous. Supporters of this idea, such as comedy scholars, argue that comedians fulfill a vital societal role. They suggest that by exposing societal norms and challenging conventions through humor, comedians can foster introspection and spark dialogue. The laughter generated serves not just as entertainment, but as a mechanism for processing and understanding human experience. However, this concept is not without its challenges and controversies. Humor is subjective, and what one audience finds hilarious, another may perceive as offensive. This variability can lead to different reactions and even criticism, particularly in a culturally diverse and politically sensitive landscape. Comedians often tread a delicate line between humor and offense, and missteps can lead to public backlash or accusations of insensitivity. This point ties into larger themes of comedic timing, content, and delivery. It highlights the multifaceted role of comedians who, while making audiences laugh, also navigate the responsibility of their influence. The ways in which comedians are designed to make us laugh connect directly to their insights into human nature, cultural commentary, and the everyday experiences that shape their material. By understanding this secret recipe, audiences can better appreciate the nuanced skill involved in crafting humor that resonates widely. This exploration not only enlightens viewers on the artistry of comedy, but also fosters a deeper appreciation of comedians as architects of laughter and mirrors to society.